economically and politically. We're not coming together to get power, to overthrow anyone.
I am clearing the
That's not our
clutter while
purpose.
we
Our
are
purpose
doing
is to
this,
have a true
guys.
seat at the
Making my
table.
life
So in other words, you won't
easier.
disrespect us. You can't just kill us. You're not going to violate our rights.
But if those politicians don't care about the American people or America, then they shouldn't be in
Hey y'all, this is Tiger from 106 Keep It a Bean. How's my 106 Keep It a Bean family doing out there, man? I love chopping it up with you guys. I love spending time with you. You know what we do here with 106 Keep It a Bean. Yes, we keep it funky, guys, and you know we always keep it fresh. I'm happy to be here. You guys know this is therapy for me. I need it. I hope and pray that you guys get something out of it as well. You know what I always say: walk with me, spend a little time, and that's kind of see where these episodes go. I'm happy, man. I have a special treat for you guys. I have three women, three professionals, three entrepreneurs. They're grounded, they're real, they're true, and they're ready to tell their story to us here at 106 Keep It a Bean. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Kendra, Nicole, and Robin to 106 Keep It a Bean. How you guys doing?
Hey,
Hey.
peace. Thank you for having us.
Hey, I'm happy to have you guys here. I really, really am. I don't know if you guys know 106 Keep It a Bean. We like to plug into people like you guys, to give you guys an opportunity to tell your stories, to say what you need to say, because it's a podcast of the people and for the people. And it's a safe place or safe space to tell your story, whatever that is. So I'm happy to have you guys here, man. I told you guys before I did order your book. Shift happened,
Hey.
but what happened is
For $25 on Amazon.
yeah, it was supposed to come Friday, but it didn't come until
Right.
last
So
night.
my not even here, but
So I didn't get a chance to read it, but I guarantee you I will read it.
we'll blame it on the storm, Tiger. It was the storm.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it was.
So I do this with everybody, guys. I've done this with Nicole when I interviewed her. In a couple words, can each of you tell me just a little bit about who you are? Who? I'd all be shy. Somebody go.
I
Go.
guess
Who wants to go? I don't want to talk over
I guess we said who you are.
Kendra.
Just like tell about yourself.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a couple of sentences about who you are.
Okay. So hello, 106 Keep It Being family, my Shift Happens family, friends and family on the live. I am Kendra Marie Graves, born and raised here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I am a 6-year, 4-month, 12-day Army veteran. I'm also a licensed esthetician. I have my own business that's called Blue Beauty Bar here in Pittsburgh on the South Side.
Wow, that's exciting. Nicole, you go.
Hey. This is your girl, Nicole Bozeman. I am your safe space influencer, mindset transformationist. I am a certified life, health, and wellness coach. I own Crystals, Diamonds, and Pearls LLC, which is a safe space for healing and wellness. And I'm also a substitute teacher. So, hey,
Wow,
welcome.
that's exciting. Robin, you go.
Hey, everybody on live and my fellow sisters and Tiger. Thank you for having us. My name is Robin Greer. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm started of 35, 36 years, an author, a nutrition coach, and I've been in the business for a very long time. And I'm here to motivate and inspire other women, other entrepreneurs, in the city or in the world, however, whatever happens. But I'm here to motivate
Wow, guys,
and
thank you, man.
inspire.
Hey, again, I'm excited to have you guys here. We're going to talk about your book called Shift Happens. I keep wanting to say shit happens. Excuse me for that. But it's called Shift Happens. Guys, I want you guys to tell me what inspired you guys to come together collectively and write this book called Shift Happens.
Robin.
Robin?
Well, I'll start. I've been uh, since last year in April. I wanted to talk about how our lives shift, men and women. But I came together with Nicole and Kempton just by conversation of life happening at every age. So once that kind of, I wanted to do just a quick little, or not quick, but I wanted to do a roundtable of men and women speaking on life happening, life changing events, changing your mindset, changing, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, all around the board. And I decided in November, let's write a book because I'm an author. We all wrote books before. We're all authors. So this was kind of easy for us. And I collaborated. I asked Kendra one day to write down 3 chapters of something in her life to shift it. And then I said, let's call Nicole. We called Nicole, and then I saw it happen. It all happening really fast. So we just
It really
came
did.
together, wrote our book, and Kendra did everything as far as getting it. The creative designer and director of the book, her and another friend of mine named Chelsea. It kind of it happened and came together really fast. So
Hey, Robin,
I
just
had a
quick, move your
I had a
camera up
vision.
just a little bit.
Vision.
Not to cut you off, but move your camera so we can see more of your face. There you go. Perfect. That's
I
good.
had a vision and I had a mission. That's
Gotcha.
what I set out to do. Write, create, inspire, and help.
Wow, that's exciting.
That's how shift happens.
So if I'm understanding the book, even though I didn't get a chance to read it, if I'm understanding, so Kendra, you're shifting in your 40s.
Yes.
Robin, you're shifting in your 50s. And Nicole, you're shifting in
Yes.
your 60s, right?
Yes.
So each of you are shifting. It says 3 women. Hold on, let me get this right. 3 women, 3 decades, same shift. What does that mean? Somebody.
What's it got?
I would say,
Right now, yeah, we're like, well,
of course, the first 2.
Did you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
I said 3 women, 3 decades, same shift, and each of you are shifting in your different decades. Tell me about your shifts in each of your decades.
Okay, so I thought you first was asking about the
Yeah,
itself.
yeah.
So pretty self-explanatory that it's 3 women, and then once you get into the weeds of the book, you also see the self-explanatory that it's 3 decades, and that same shift. I mean, it doesn't matter your age. We're all going to shift, and more than likely something's going to be the same about it. Not identical. None of our lives are identical, right? But something in our lives is identical. Like, for example, several of us has been in abusive relationships. So that shift, and how do you shift out of it? And it's just great that it's 3 different decades. So as me being the youngest, I'm learning from my godmom and from my sister, and vice versa. With me also being the youngest, they're learning things from me. So that's what that same shift means, in my opinion.
So that's kind of like I said on one of my episodes. Everyone gets tested. If you live on this planet, you came through the womb, you're going to be tested. I don't care who you are. So basically, that's what you guys are saying about shifting.
Right.
Shifting happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So what are you supposed to do when shift happens?
And it
What do
may
you
be different things.
Can you
See
repeat
that
that
again,
question
I didn't hear
again?
you, godmom.
No, I said what? So I said everyone gets tested. So that's basically what you mean by shifting, right? Shifting happens to everybody.
Correct.
So when shifting happens for you, Kendra, you're in your 40s. You're shifting. What does it mean?
Whew. I think because I'm younger, and my godmom and my sister can speak on their part, but for me, being so young, I'm learning so much all at one time, and it's just shifting very, very fast. So once again, it's so great to be able to have these 2 young ladies that are a lot older than me, because when I'm going through these shifts, I can piggyback off of them. I can ask them for advice. I can ask them questions, and they're there to support me. And I have another sister circle that we're about the same age group, and we do a lot of back and forth. And it's just so funny to me now, real quick, a lot of my friends actually use the word shift. Like it's like now it's a play on words. Everything is shifting. And it's funny that I'm sure we probably used it 6 months ago, but never really even realized that we were using it. But now that we have this book, Shift Happens, we hear it so much. So shift for me at 40 just looks like, and I speak about it in the book, I'm losing a lot of people, and not in death. I'm losing a lot of people because I'm growing, I'm healing, and I'm learning that those people may have never been the right people to be in my life then. And now I'm learning that they got the shift, or I got the shift. Somebody got shift.
So things can shift in and things can shift out.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What about you, Robin? How's shifting in your 50s? Can you hear us?
So for me in my 50s, because I've been through a lot, I lost a son.
Sorry to hear that.
Yep. Can you hear? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yes.
you. You're fine.
You're delayed, but we can hear
Can
you.
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So okay, so I shifted through that trauma in my life, and now that I am 55, I realized the changing of my mind, the changing of my thoughts, the changing of my actions have shifted me to in a different direction, but it made me a lot less concerned about leaving others behind. It was time to move on, time to move forward, and time to take care of myself and not really care anymore about the same thing all the time. And when you're a certain age, you're dating, you're trying to figure stuff out. So I've always used this word metanoia. You changing your mind spiritually, mentally, emotionally. So that's happening.
Okay.
And it's called metanoia, and it's changing everything. And you really shift into a direction of understanding who you are and not really caring anymore what everybody else thinks. I just don't care. I do what I got to do and make it happen.
That's
Taking
deep.
care of my son, my business is my number one thing. So my biggest shift that I had to become aware of, that I'm doing things for me, not for everybody else anymore, ever.
That's
Ever.
Nicole. How's it shifting in your 60s?
Listen, shifting in the 60s takes a whole nother leap, right? Because we're into a decade where, we're beginning to see that a lot of our playground friendships and relationships are now being in the grave, right? And so we're dealing with shifting in our hormonal space.
Okay.
We talk about words like menopause, andropause, empty nesting. This is redefining who we are. As as opposed to who we were when we carried the titles of mom and co-worker and sibling and grandparent, and so it just takes on a whole other dynamic. And in this phase we begin to really deal with generational trauma.
Okay. So
Yeah, so it
that you guys are really telling some deep stuff here. So I bought your book. You guys don't know me from a can of paint. So when I begin to read your book, what should I get from it?
Rawness, realness,
yeah,
love,
Yeah, realness.
healing out loud.
yeah, healing.
Yep.
It's a transparency of what we experience in our emotional mental space. It's really tapping into that, where it was a taboo, topic to talk about. People were afraid to discuss it. But now with the book, when you have the book, it kind of leads you through our story of having to deal with childhood trauma, having to deal with generational trauma, having to deal with bad relationships, and making some very difficult
I'm here to
choices,
say that.
but
Yes.
necessary
That
ones.
trauma.
Would you say, Bob?
Yep.
No, she was repeating.
I was saying that trauma, all the
Yeah,
trauma.
yeah.
Which said relationships and yes.
So when you guys came together to collect, go ahead, Kendra. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Emphasis on this book is not just about us. Yes, we are shifting in our 40s, 50s, and 60s, but this book is not just about us. It's about the people that we want to hopefully read this book, cherish this book, because also in this book you'll get reflections, you'll get affirmations. So again, it's not just about us as the authors. We want women to understand that shift happens. It does.
So when you guys came together and you wrote this book,
Yep.
did you do it specifically for women of color or for anyone?
We had that same question asked
For any woman. I felt like I wanted it to be for men as well, but because we spoke about women or women experiences,
Okay.
our next one will be about men. We have
you guys got another
some
one coming.
men that I would like to.
Well, she told you the HNIC.
We're going to have a men one.
Yes, she did say that.
So and I'm gonna jump in on this one. It's not about our ethnicity.
Okay.
Because regardless if you're black, white, male, or female, just like you went through puberty,
Okay.
you're going to go through this phase as well. We're all going to do it. And when we were doing our photo shoot for the book cover, we had a lot of white people walking up to us and while we were taking our photos, and they were like, "What is this all about?" And we began to explain to them. I mean, all Europeans were like, "Oh my God, like we need this. We need this. We need to have this conversation." So this is not a barrier, but it breaks all the barriers, all the codes, and it just speaks to the truth of each person's experience as they're changing their mindsets, their belief systems, their habits, their behaviors. It's just across the board with everybody. Anybody can read that book and get something out of it.
I would say to piggyback off of that, if you are a man
Yep.
like yourself, you read that book, it would help you maybe understand what your sisters, your aunties, and your cousins, and even your daughters go through.
Okay.
And your
Or maybe.
spouse.
So this book is therapeutic.
I'm about to say your spouse,
Definitely.
all that.
We had somebody read our book before we published it, and that's the exact word she used. It was therapeutic.
Therapeutic.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
let me ask you guys this: was it painful to relive some of those experiences that you wrote about in it?
It was triggering, is the word.
Triggering?
Well,
Okay.
not for, I was already thing, so I was excited to write about it and talk
Oh,
about it and enjoy it now.
well, you
It's
can.
not painful that I've written.
For me,
It's
I think
fun.
because I didn't go into depth with my shift and like being in an abusive relationship, I think that would have been hard for me to relive if I'd have went into detail. But the
Okay.
way we wanted to set up our book, it was kind of like a little cute little thing. I'm 40, kind of like had 40 pages and 50 and then 60. So that's how it went. So I didn't write as much,
Okay.
but with us writing another book, maybe you'll hear more, and it might get more.
Yeah.
Probably definitely will get more
So
emotional.
is this book an easy read?
I think so. What do you think, ladies?
Yes.
Yeah, that was
My
absolutely
client read
easy
it
read.
and shared it the other day. She read it.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, Nicole.
Mm.
What are you saying?
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I don't want to interrupt Nicole. I was saying
No, you're fine. I was.
my client read it. She almost finished it. She said, I got to stop right now because I want to buy it. So
Wow.
she read it, half of it.
And the other thing about that too is that it's not that it's an easy read; it's a healing read.
Okay.
And that's what it's really all about.
Mhm.
You ask, like, how did it make us feel? Not only did it trigger some things within me, but it was also healing for me because it gave me the opportunity to release and let go, acknowledge these emotions, acknowledge the trauma, acknowledge the pain. And then in writing, it was a reminder that, when we go through things, it's not for us. It's for everybody else who's going to be touched and healed and set free or allowed to feel safe to say I'm not okay and to deal with their trauma.
I must agree with that, Nicole. It was, now that I'm thinking more about it, it was more so of an eye opener. When I was actually writing my portion, it was like, wow, Kendra, wow, like now what happened to me 3 years ago, it actually makes sense now.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
where I think
That's what happened to me too. Yep.
yes, I was like, really?
Very true.
That makes sense. Okay, and it just made me write more.
So did you guys know each other before all this, or you did? You
Well,
guys knew each
yeah,
other?
Kendrick's my goddaughter.
Okay. All right.
For 42 years, she's known me.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Robin and I
life.
connected by doing a workshop together, and then she started doing my hair, and so and then we recently did a
And then you
Africanism gala
were
together.
connected to the pageant.
What was that, Nicole? Probably
Yeah, that's
2-3 years
crazy.
ago. Me and Nicole met
Yeah.
through. I was in a pageant about 2-3 years ago. She's a coach, and I had
Okay.
hired her to coach me, and had no idea that the connection was in this triangle. No
Wow.
idea.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that was God at work putting you guys?
Oh,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, timing.
Nobody else. The
Definitely a
universe as a
divine
whole.
connection.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey guys, I'm going to read something from the book
Okay.
that to me, even though I haven't read it, but I think this portion I'm going to read kind of encapsulate and it captures the picture or the spirit of this book. It says, "Shift Happens was born from lived experiences, not theory, during a season where growth requires stillness, reflection, and international change before anything became visible. What began as a personal realization grew into a collective movement of empowering women to speak honestly and without judgment about their journey. Through shared stories of resilience and transformation, shift happens, reminds us that while every path is unique, change is universal, and the shift is here to stay." What does that mean?
Ooh.
Well,
Exactly what you said.
that part.
I want to say that
Exactly what you read.
If you need to understand it, read it again, Tiger.
I mean, literally, what it
Yeah,
says is
it's
exactly what it
you said.
means.
Hey,
Basically, this is what you said, an easy read. Like the book is self-explanatory. I'm not trying to be.
okay,
Yeah.
all right, but I'll ask this question. You guys know when you read, I took literary writing, literary reading in high school. You know there's two things at play. There's a theme and there is a plot.
Mhm.
The plot's telling you about the characters, what's going on, the scene, the scenery, and all that thing. The theme can mean something totally different. What is the plot of your book, and what is the theme of it?
I think you read the theme. You read the theme. What you
That's the
read
theme.
is as the theme of the
Okay.
book. The plot is our individual stories that
Okay.
weaves it all together.
Okay. I love that.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
You got something to say,
Yes.
Kendra? You're shaking your head.
I was in agreement.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
And you notice that it says international.
Yeah.
So it goes back to that question if it was just for Black women.
Uh-huh.
It's not. It's international.
Okay. Wow.
The part that you just read, I would say is it makes shift happen more of not less of a book, but more of a movement. And
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not saying the book is less of anything. The book is the book. Like the book is everything.
Well, I'm
But
glad you mentioned that. So this is a movement as well.
yes.
Oh yes.
Oh.
We're not done. This is
Yes.
just we just started, Mom. What was it? She had the thought in April. She told me about it in November. This was just last year. We're not done.
So
Just
what are you
getting
guys
started.
doing?
But April,
What are you guys doing with this book? Are you having promotions? Are you doing book signings? What do you
we
guys
have a book
tell
signing
us?
coming up.
You do tell us.
We have a book signing coming up. We had a date, but we had to change it, push it back to a week later. So our book signing, the information, the event, all that is coming up soon. We're trying to find a space to have it in this Newt Central, and people can get to and come to and be able to, be a part of a
Now, I'm
podcast.
going to ask you guys,
So
please
yes,
make sure you invite me. I will be there.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
okay.
Be there. I remember 106 Keep It Being. We love to be plugged into stuff like that. We really,
Love it.
really do.
Back to your question too about who it's for,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
because Nicole emphasis on that it's not just for Black women. So we're looking into getting to the Barnes Nobles and doing a book signing there as well. We have applied to be on Jennifer Hudson, all the talk
Yeah.
shows you can think of. Like
Amen.
this is serious. We can't just keep it at this book. This is no lie. When we were at our photo shoot, these women were like, "What is it y'all were doing?" We were telling them our story. It was a bunch of oohs and ahs. Even the photographer that came and shot our shots from Atlanta, she was oohing and ahhing. Like this
Okay.
has to be more than just this book. I feel like we'll be a failure to the community if we just keep it as just a book
And a failure to ourselves.
and ourselves.
Okay.
Definitely.
So
Yep,
why
we got to get our foot.
Go ahead, Robin.
You
No,
gotta
go
say it
ahead.
again, Mom, because you have a delay.
Yeah.
I was saying we just got to get our foot in the door.
Yes.
Amen.
I don't know why. Nicole did too, so we have to get our foot in the door. We will with our book signing.
Okay.
Supposed to happen. And once that happens, we're going to move forward with our second book. I have a name for. I think I told Kendra what it was already, but we'll
Okay. Wow.
talk about that soon.
And again, guys, I told you I am going to read this book. I really am. I'm looking forward to it because I'm in my 60s as well. I just turned 60 in September.
Okay.
When Nicole and I did our interview, I learned some things that, like she said, when you're 60, you're looking at relationships differently. You're looking at life differently. You're looking at people differently. Like, what do I want from a relationship? What do I want from you? What do you want from me? And if you were in a relationship for a long, long time, when you met somebody in your 20s, you're no longer that same person in your 30s and in your 40s and your 50s and your 60s.
Exactly.
They shift.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which is why you notice that when most
Shift
marriages get
Tiger.
into when the people in the
Shift
marriages get into their 50s and late 50s, early 60s, they start having these difficulties. You start seeing a lot of I'm tired, I'm done, I don't want to be in this no more. They 25, 30 years in and they're done.
Gotcha.
Because they don't know who they are outside of being this husband or being this wife and being a mom and having to go to work, and you're giving to everybody else. You have created this identity to meet the needs of other people. And by the time you get to that space now where you don't know each other anymore, you're looking at each other and be like, I don't even know you. Like the kids are gone, it's just you, the dog and the cat and the goldfish, and you're looking at each other like, who are you? And so there's this dichotomy, this movement that's taking place where you're starting to see a lot of couples separating and divorcing because there's very, very reason, not knowing each other, not understanding what that shift looks like, So it's definitely a must read for everybody to understand that one, it's okay to go through this. We're all going through. You're not alone in this
So
thing.
nobody, this isn't
You
exclusive
support
to anybody. Everybody's going to go through
absolutely, and that's the thing we have to remember. Everybody goes through this.
it.
Everybody does.
All right. So, Kendra, you wrote here, it says, shift is teaching me how to choose myself. What do you mean?
I feel like all my life, I always chose other people. I always made sure everybody else was okay. They were good. I'm a mother. She's 21 years old now, but of course, make sure my daughter is good. And then it's like, well, what about you, Kendra?
Okay.
And I'm realizing now that I'm not saying make it all about me, but I have learned in these 42 years, that sounds kind of crazy, but I've learned recently that I have to put me first.
Okay.
I'm no good for others if I'm not good for myself. And I actually have a t-shirt that says love yourself and then love others. So
Okay.
it's my focus.
Now, Nicole, you said trust shifting takes root inside of you. Trust the shifting taking root inside of you. What does that mean?
Trust the shift that's taking root inside of you. That's trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust that shift that's taking place. You want to fight against it. You want to try to deny it. You want to ignore it. But I want you to lean into it and trust it and be curious about it. Don't be afraid of it.
Okay. Now, Robin, you tell me something from the book. Or tell us, not me, tell us. I'm sorry, 106, keep it a beat.
Well, okay. Well, I can talk about, once again, I can talk about understanding relationships, and I can't do it anymore. I'm tired of trying to fix and help and partake in things that aren't for me. So that it may not be in those words, but in my word, I finally opened up my eyes and I'm clear now at what I really want. So whatever words I put it in the book, you didn't ask me a question about the insert of the book. You asked me what I can give you. So I'm giving you all that.
Yeah.
I understand who I am. That spirit of metanoia, or that changing of my mind, has made me understand like why I really like a light clicks on, like, oh, I get it now. I'm not doing this anymore. Then you shift. That's what happens.
So, all right, I want to ask you, each of you, this question. Think about what I'm about to ask you. So, you guys wrote this book, Shift Happens. You guys are experienced. You guys have some knowledge. You have some insight. You start dating someone. How do you handle that? And you're shifting. Do you let them in? Do you not let them in? Do you?
Once again,
you keep them in purgatory, or not purgatory? You keep them in a waiting cell until the shift happens. What do you do?
No. Why?
I'm asking.
And what you want.
If my
look for what I
opened,
wanted, then I.
Say it again, Robin.
Say that again, Robin.
You understand what you want. You know what you want, and you understand it. So when you see it, you can gravitate towards it. When you don't want it, I'm not playing around. I'm not guessing. I want to be in confusion at what I want.
What about
I've
you?
been in confusion for.
For me, we have these conversations a lot, us three, and two of us wants love. Not all three of us do, but Robin is Robin is, I don't know if I can say this on here, but Robin's one of the ones like, forget you.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this. From hearing Robin, it sounds like she's been through a lot.
True.
I'm talking about in relationships. She's been.
Yes. We all been through a lot.
And you've reached a point where it's like, I know
we all have.
You drew the line in the sand, and this is it.
And that's that line in the sand for me.
I'm good.
Not as bold for me yet. I got to make it a little bolder. I'm still shifting.
Okay.
I haven't shifted. I'm shifting. And relationships are still a little tricky for me.
So,
and see,
go ahead. So go ahead.
No, what I was going to say is this is where you see 3 women, 3 decades, same shift. But though we're shifting in understanding what we desire in relationships, how it's showing up for Kendra in her 40s, it's not the same how it's showing up for Robin in her 50s, and it's not the same about how it's showing up for me in my 60s. But we're all dealing with relationships and love.
So that's where the same comes from.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it looks like.
I'm willing to go through it, but at this point, I'm like, nope, next, or no, I'm cool, or see what happens. I have no expectations of no.
Gotcha.
I don't feel like that. I don't, yeah, I don't feel like
It's
that.
okay with,
I have a very nice.
identifying.
I can date.
Okay.
Did you say you could bake?
Date. It sounds
Oh,
like a
Date.
good date.
And why not?
I can
Here's the
date.
thing. Why do I have to apologize for wanting to love and to be in love?
Okay.
Who said that when I get into our sixth decade of life that we can't experience love again?
Okay.
Who told us that lie?
Mhm.
Because now you're telling me that as a thriving, beautiful Black woman, I'm not allowed to be in any more relationships because when I'm 60?
Yeah.
That doesn't even sound right. It's
It does.
unfair
Yeah,
to my
that's
heart. It's unfair to my desires, and
Okay.
it's unfair to me.
Right.
And it's unfair to the individual that would reap the love and the compassion and the support that I have to offer. I'm
Okay.
not going to hide myself because I'm 60. I'm glowing up and showing up. So why can't it also be representative in how I show up in a relationship? The key, like Robin and my sisters and Kendra have said, is that I now know better.
Okay.
I know what I want now, right? And I know the desires of my heart.
Mm.
And I'm okay with saying, I'm sorry, this is not right for me. It doesn't sit right for me. It doesn't feel right in my
Okay.
spirit and in my heart. I'm like, you might be fine as wine and and got all of this. But if you disturb my
yeah.
nervous system,
Mhm.
I can't
That's
deal
deep.
with you. And I won't.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
I'm not required to.
If you give me a headache all the time, we can't talk.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. So are men intimidated by you guys?
I mean, I hear that I'm intimidating, but I don't. But all right, Robin, you're so what? I'm so for real about it. How I feel. I mean, I hear that I'm intimidating, and
I heard the
No,
same thing
because
too.
what I mean is you guys are shifting. You guys have knowledge. You have some insight. You have some wisdom. You guys know what you want. You know where you're trying to go. You're experiencing these things. And here comes some guy. Are they intimidated by that? Or are they like, hey, I'm here to shift with you, or I'm here to understand, or whatever the case may be?
I've had and men who didn't tell the truth.
Okay.
So then you think really for real. So when I start to talk about what I feel and when I'm understanding from that person, they get like, oh well, dang, now she caught on. I caught on to you now. So now I'm gonna talk stuff to you and then let you know how I feel.
I got
That
it.
becomes intimidating. 'Cause now I'm like, oh, for real though. Now you really think I'm stupid? So you got to talk to them like that. And then you get somebody who's very kind to you. You got to be kind and careful. You don't scare them off. So you got to. It's kind of
Okay.
it's a
What
shift
about you, Kendra?
for me.
I'm not there. I don't think I intimidate no men. At least I've never been told.
Okay.
I have to say no for me.
Okay.
I think I'm still a little soft, and they still want to try to control me. So that's something I'm going to try
So,
to.
so while you're shifting, are you up to dating and all those things?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
I want to date. I want to date. I want to fall in love. I want to have a relationship. Like I was created to love and to give it and to receive it. So
You
yeah,
guys think the men
I'm
pool is?
single.
You guys think the men pool is shrinking, or there's not enough men, or?
Yes.
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 I can't stand her.
Okay, so listen, I'm a man. I'm Tiger from 106. Keep it a being. You guys talk to me as if you want me to understand your shifting, where you're at, and what you expect, and all of that.
I'm not quite sure I understand the
I
question.
expect you to show up as the person you were going to be. That's it. Show up like you said you were.
Okay.
Normally we do. Just show up. Don't lie. Don't be
Okay.
confused. Show up as you said you were going to show up. That's it. That's regular conversation and regular person. Show up like you said you want to show up. That's it.
Yeah.
For me. That's it.
I want consistency. I
Okay.
want emotional. Like I want that person to be emotional, and I'm not talking about being a big old crybaby, but I want black men think they don't have to be vulnerable and they can't cry.
Yeah.
I want to see your emotions. Like I want to know that you care. So show me that, and whatever that looks like. That's where I'm still shifting relationship because I'm a 2-time divorcee at 42 years old.
Wow. Sorry.
Not
to
in
hear.
my marriage. No, I'm happy that they ended.
So you're happy that shift is over.
Definitely. but no regrets, because if
Yeah.
it happened, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Mhm.
But and I want, like Nicole, I want to be loved. I want to be in a committed relationship, marriage. I want all of that. But the person that you're with has to want that as well. And in my relationships, I always feel like I'm the one. Here we go again. I'm the one giving my all, putting them first. And
Yeah.
what about Kendra? So
Yeah.
in this shift, I have to make it about me. And if that person can't accept
And
that person can't be with me.
Okay. Wow.
and that's why I stopped doing that. When I was in my 40s, I did that. Now I'm 50. Now I'm like, all right, then
Yeah,
we're gonna do
she's
this
in
differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
That's
it.
she's
it.
in that
That's what happened for
hardcore
me. 'Cause
stage right now.
I just been married. I'm slow different for me, but I would not mind having a relationship that was real, and they
Okay.
show up how they said they're going to show up. That's all. Yeah, but sorry, I was just piggybacking off of Kendra. Sorry, Nicole.
No, you're fine. No,
Go ahead,
I
Nicole.
agree. For me, there's a couple things. One is be okay with acknowledging the trauma in your life. It's
Okay.
time to heal, men in our 60s.
Mhm.
It's not you're not less of a man. You can stay in your masculine energy and heal. And it's important that we were allowed to have that conversation, right? And to feel safe to have that conversation. I want my man to know that, we are in this thing together. It is not about trying to prove anything to anybody. This is really a you and me and us thing, right? And so it's very relational, it's very intimate.
Okay.
And it's a reminder too that I was not the cause of your trauma or your pain,
Okay.
so please don't make me pay for it. What
That happens.
somebody else
That is
did in
so.
your life,
That
I
happens a
didn't
lot in
exist in your
relationships.
world at that time. I was not known to you at that time, so I'm not going to be required to pay the price. So all that trauma and
Mhm.
anger and mistrust and all that stuff that you want to bring in, we're going to have to be okay with letting that go
Okay.
in my space.
But I would have to say that we also have to understand that the black man has always been put down
Yeah.
by us black women. I'm not saying us three, but
Yeah.
some women are just nasty. Some
Yeah.
men are just nasty. So
Yeah.
understanding that
Yeah.
our black men have, not been treated the best. They have been talked about. They're always being bashed on social media. But
Yeah.
what bothers me is when a black man gets a good woman like us, everything we do is causing a problem. When we're just keeping it a buck, we're keeping it a bean, we're being 100, everything is not a problem. But I feel like they've been so used to being attacked that they look at everything as being an attack. And that makes it hard for the good black woman.
So
Wow.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to piggyback off of what Kendra said, because it's this they're hearing everything through the ears of their trauma,
Mm-hmm.
and they're seeing it through the eyes of their trauma. So though you desire the love, the compassion, you want the eye candy, you want to be this active woman who's in her feminine energy but can step into her masculine space and conduct business and be the freak at night and the queen in the daytime,
Yeah.
right?
And that's a
But
full-time job, honey.
that part, right? But when you get it, and when you get
Ooh,
it,
my
because you haven't dealt with that trauma, that everything you hear, and
Mhm.
you're going to hear it through your trauma. So I could tell you I love you and I want you, and you're going to get mad. But like, are you always? And you're going to have this attitude, and then you see the relationship through the eyes of your trauma. That's where that
Yeah.
healing has to come in.
Okay.
I have a quick. I'm so sorry, Tiger. I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
We might have to write a shift happen man's book, because you're asking us these questions. Back to what I was saying about the black man. How do we love y'all?
We
Like,
just said that, yeah.
yeah, how do we love y'all if y'all been hurt so
Yeah.
badly by every woman you probably been with? Because clearly you're single. I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Yeah.
How do you let us in? How?
I did an episode last year, and I talked about relationships. I had on. I don't know if you guys know Jessica Johnson. I had her on, and we talked about relationships in your 40s. And I did a lot of reference to slavery. And there's a poem or a story, a short story, and it's a black woman talking to her husband. They're both slaves, and she said, "Where were you at when he beat me? Where were you at when he raped me? Where were you at when he took our children? Where were you at?" And because of that, I think there's been a disconnect
Yeah,
between the black man and the black woman. Now,
yeah.
how do we reconnect? How do we get that connection back? I'm not saying that's all the issue because remember, the government played a role in terms of welfare, keeping the father out of the home, and economics and policies and all those things. But there is a disconnect at the core. But how do we get back together? I know me personally. I love my black queens. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are the creme de la creme. Y'all are the Mother Eve. Y'all are everything. And so, but how do we get back?
We have to do the
No,
work.
that's a
We
million
have
dollar
to be
question.
That's
willing
the
to have
problem.
the
Black people don't want to do the
conversation.
work.
Yeah.
They don't want to do the work. They just want to go to work. They don't
Yeah.
want to do the work on themselves.
So say that again. They want to do the work, but
They just want to go. She
They
said they
want
want
to
to
go
go
to
to
work.
work.
They don't
but
want to do the
do
work.
the work. Okay, explain that real quick.
So they want to go to work and get a paycheck because we all know if we don't have this, then how are we going to live?
Yeah.
But there's more to going to work every day and getting a paycheck. What are you doing when you come home for work with your loved ones, with your kids, with your significant other? You don't want to do the work when you get home. And I get it. You went to work and you probably was doing a job that, your dog shit tired. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse my French.
No, that's okay.
But there's more to it when you get home. And you just because you're present physically, you still have to be present emotionally, spiritually.
Ding, 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 ding.
There's so much more to it. It's just not that I'm
That
here.
part right there.
I'm here every day. I'm here all the time. Okay, so am I.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're physically
We want
there, but you're
different-
not
you do-
emotionally and mentally there, and that's where the
Mentally there,
disconnect is
yes.
coming in. Is that?
And that's the work that
Yep.
I'm not saying men, black women
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
don't want to do the work. As a culture, we don't want to do the work. We bash each other. Even women, other black women bash other black women. Why? Why are we doing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're like crabs in a barrel. Why?
Yeah.
We can help each other. And we
Amen.
can grow together.
Yes, we could.
There's money out there for
Yeah.
everybody.
Yes.
I just love it for everybody, but why everybody want to be cheating on people's man? I don't know. I mean, those are questions that I still have.
I really believe that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to fix her.
And it's interesting because let me ask you this, Tiger, do you feel like you don't have a safe space to go home to? How important is that? And then what does it look like for you all?
What does it look like? Wow.
Yes. A safe space. What does that look like?
What does it look like?
Mm-hmm.
For me,
That's for you, Mr. Tiger.
For men, yeah. What does it look like as a
Flip
man?
on
As
you.
a man,
me,
what does it
I
look
know me
like?
personally, a woman who's got my back, respect me, grounded, wants to walk. I always say, walk through the storm with me, because if you're walking with me, that means you're going through it with me. A lot of people don't. They say they are, but once the storm comes, you turn around, you're all by yourself.
Yeah.
I want somebody to walk with me to the storms, because storms are going to come.
Absolutely.
And some leaves are going to blow. You know what I mean? But the key is to have a solid foundation and rooted in good ground. And if you can do that, you can make it through anything.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, I agree for sure.
That was deep.
I'm bringing her back in here if I can, real quick. She keeps popping out and then coming back in. I don't know why. Don't worry about it. Okay,
It's the full moon energy. Trust me, it is hitting their electronics.
All right, so guys, we're going to wind down. So, and thank you guys for coming. Really, really, it's been very insightful, very educational, very purposeful, and all of that. One last thing from each of you, from your book. Tell us something that our fans, your fans, my fans, 106 Keep It a Bean, your platforms, that they can take home with them, and they can walk with it, spend some time with it, chew on it, digest, and learn, and then eventually apply that to their life. Each of you tell us something. Give us a spiritual nugget that we can take home with us. Yeah, we can hear you. Okay. Menonora. I got you.
I'm not spell that out, Mom.
You guys heard that. Spell it, Menonora.
METONIA. That's what I thought you was talking about. It means community. Yeah.
No.
Not
How
yet.
did you get a chance? How did you get a chance?
METANOIA.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Robin, for your word. Now, Kendra, your word.
I'm going to read mine right out of the book if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
The universe will not align with your life until you align with yourself.
Wow, I like that.
And for me is you are seen, you're heard, and you're supported. And it's okay to actually be okay.
I like that. I love that. Hey, man, I'm just excited that you guys agreed to come on. Uh, man, I'm moved emotionally, spiritually. I learned some things. I'm definitely going to read you guys' book. I am. And people out there in 106 Keep It a Bean Land, these three women, Kendra, Robin, and Nicole, wrote a book called Shift Happens. You know what I've always said? Advocate supporting Black businesses, Black entrepreneurs. So get out and support. I got mine from Amazon. I paid $25. It was supposed to come in 3 days, but because the snow came, it took 4 or 5. But I got it. Yeah, on time. It's something that you need, like you said, for a mother, a daughter, a grandchild. Buy it, go out and support them. They're going to have a book signing coming up soon. You guys have anything else coming up soon with pertaining to your
Oh,
book?
we're doing our guest bartending at Robin.
What is it again? I know we're younger, so it's
Bernard.
okay. I'll be there. Yeah.
We'll
Hey
be
guys,
pouring the
please,
drinks for you
hey guys,
guys.
please inbox me that. I will be there, and I'll bring some people with me.
I got
Yeah.
you.
I'll definitely be there. I'll definitely be there for real.
Yeah.
5 to 8.
Yes. 5 to 8.
And,
And we are going to have a book signing. We're going to have a couple other events. We're working on some things. We got another podcast that we're going to be doing shortly, but those details are all being in the works right now. So
okay.
just continue to follow us. Continue to follow Shift Happens. If you want to contact us, you can email us at shifthappens@gmail.com.
Okay.
And we are here to talk to you all, to be that support system, to come and discuss this very topic about what it looks like to shift in your 40s, 50s, and 60s.
You guys heard it, man. 3 entrepreneurs, 3 grounded, 3 independent women who came together collectively and wrote a book called Shift Happens. So please support them. Go out and buy this
Absolutely.
book, guys. Show your love to those guys. Shift Happens by Kendra, Robin, and Nicole. Guys, thank you for coming on 106.
Thank you for having us,
Thank you.
Tiger. We so
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Us.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to end up my show. I'm going to say this. You know what I always say? Be true to yourself. Be true to him. Walk with purpose. But more importantly, walk with love. This is Tiger from 106 Keep It a Bean. I love you guys. I really, really
Love you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Dude.
It's a pleasure.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.